In this video, I'm going to teach you how to connect your AWM to your Apex system. You should have one Aquabus cable and one AWM module. Let's get started. First thing you'll want to do is connect the Aquabus cable to the Aquabus port anywhere on your Apex system. For this demo, I'm going to connect it to the Aquabus port on the Energy Bar 8. You'll see the Energy Bar 8 has a green light indicating that it's operational. After connecting the AWM to the Aquabus cable, you should see a green status light above, indicating that the status of the AWM is operational, as well as the front face having a wireless status green operational light should mean that the AWM is ready to go. Next, what we're going to do is update your AWM to the latest version available through your firmware. It's important to note that having the latest version of firmware on your Apex controller will help keep the AWM up to date. To start, you'll want to go into the main menu through the Aqua controller, go down to Setup, and go down to Module Setup, and you'll want to click on the option for Update Module. You should see your AWM right on the list here with available options to update them. Go ahead and click on it. You'll see updating on the screen. Now that the firmware is up to date, we're going to update the radio frequency. To do this, you're going to go down to Config Module, select your AWM, and select AI RF Update. You'll see a download process here. This may take a couple of minutes. Let it go through and you should be up to date. When the RF update goes to 100%, your Apex should be ready to go, as well as your AWM. Now, we're going to go ahead and connect the AI light to your AWM module. In order to start this, we're going to go over to the display screen and click on the main menu. Go down to Setup, Module Setup, and we're going to go down to the bottom where it says Config Module. Go ahead and select your AWM, and we're going to move the cursor down to AI Light Attach. We're going to keep it here for now while we go over to the AI Light. Okay, to get started, the first thing you'll want to do is hold down the red button to get the green and red indicator. Go ahead and hold it down. Here's your green and red. Come back to your display and click on Attach Light. And just like that, your Hydra should now be connected to your AWM, as well as giving you the options to control it through your Apex system.
Go to your dashboard. You should see your Hydra available in there. Now, if you don't, sometimes it can be inside of the storage box up here. So what you'll need to do is click on the storage button up here on the top right and drag out your Hydra unit and just close that. Now we have the Hydra here. What we're going to do is make sure that we have basic control of on and off. First thing you want to test is the on switch. The Hydra should turn on at full illumination. And then test the off switch. The Hydra should turn off after that. We've confirmed we have basic control of the Hydra turning on and off. The next thing we want to do is connect to the Hydra's settings by clicking on the gear here. So give us the Hydra's graphic interface, and what you want to do here is you'll start with 4 dots. Each dot is movable and independent. Each dot is going to be a register for these color sliders down here at the bottom. So, for example, turning all these sliders to off and then coming over here, seeing all the sliders now on, means that the transition between this dot over here over to this dot over here will take about from 523 to 835 will slowly start to ramp up to that change. So the transition between these two will be just like that. Also to note is that for each dot there is a setting right here where you can choose pre-created profiles from Aqua Illumination that should suit your needs. For right now, we'll just go ahead and do a real basic schedule here, and we'll just move this around just for demo's sake. And we're going to add a dot by clicking on this, add a point. That'll add another point there. Let's add one more to the end, just like that, and leave it like that. Once you're done, go ahead and choose the lights or the dot you want. And I know this is a sunrise, so let's choose that for this. 626. For the afternoon, let's go and just drop it up to the highest here. Let's go 20 and then come back down to sunset. Once you have a real basic schedule set up, let's go to the top, click on the Update Apex button. This will send your savings to the Hydra, and you should have it saved successfully just like that. And you're all done. Once you have your schedule completed, go ahead and click on the Preview button right here to get a good idea of what your lights will do and how they will perform for a 24-hour period. For this, you should see the lights turn off, then start to ramp up, and then start to ramp down according to your changes. Once that's complete, that should conclude the setup for the AI Hydra. Thank you for watching.